You won't believe what just went down in the rap world, and trust me, this isn't the kind of story you're going to see on your usual headlines. Fans are shocked, emotions ran high, and the industry is officially divided. Drake and J. Cole, two of the biggest names in music. The guys who were untouchable suddenly find themselves at the center of a whirlwind storm that nobody saw coming. Rumors are flying, social media is on fire, and insiders are whispering about betrayals that could end careers. It all started when a supposed leak from inside Drake's camp surfaced late last week. Sources claim there were heated arguments over collaboration deals, secret feuds, and get this, accusations that go deeper than just music rivalry. Some say J. Cole allegedly felt blindsided by Drake's latest move in the studio, an apparent one-up that fans are calling disrespectful. Imagine two of the most celebrated artists in hip-hop you thought had mutual respect, now at the center of a massive public clash. The family was left divided, friends taking sides. And even close collaborators are rumored to be reconsidering who they align with. And it doesn't stop there. Social media blew up with clips, messages, and even supposed screenshots of Drake and J. Cole exchanging some very pointed words behind closed doors. Some insiders say the tension escalated to a point where the record label itself had to step in because the drama threatened to ruin their biggest launches of the year. People are calling this the fall of Drake and J. Cole. And honestly, once you hear the details, you'll understand why the rap world might never look at them the same way again. Stick around, because what comes next is even crazier: family betrayals, studio showdowns, fan revolts, and a twist that nobody expected. This isn't just gossip. This is a full-blown saga that's shaking the very foundation of hip-hop culture. The tension started in a way nobody could have predicted. It was supposed to be a routine studio session in Toronto, with Drake finishing tracks for his upcoming album and J. Cole dropping by to give feedback. Fans had assumed the two were collaborating on something groundbreaking. But insiders say that behind the scenes, emotions were already running high. According to sources, Drake was visibly frustrated the moment Cole walked in, slamming a notebook onto the table and muttering under his breath. Cole, who usually keeps his cool, reportedly shot back, "What's your problem? I thought we were here to create, not compete." The exchange, though quiet at first, quickly escalated, and those present said you could feel the room's energy shift instantly. Friends and collaborators described the scene as chaotic and painful too. Watch, Drake's longtime producer allegedly tried to mediate, but the tension was palpable. One source said, "I've never seen Drake this irritated. He's usually joking and calm, but today, it was like he had a storm brewing inside him." Cole's camp, on the other hand, claimed he was blindsided by Drake's behavior, saying that Drake had been making subtle digs about Cole's last album and questioning his relevance in the current rap scene. Emotions ran high. Fans are shocked. And the industry was suddenly witnessing what some insiders are calling a public fallout waiting to happen. Word spread fast, as it always does. Apparently, someone in the studio leaked a voice note where Cole could be heard saying, "You don't have to do this in front of everyone," to Drake. Drake's reply was reportedly curt and tense. "I'm just tired of pretending everything is fine." The leak went viral within hours. Social media exploded with clips, memes, and fan reactions, with many taking sides. Some defended Drake, claiming Cole was overreacting, while others accused Drake of betraying the trust of a friend and collaborator. It didn't take long for fan arguments to spill into more serious conversations, with forums and threads debating whether this was the start of a new era of hip-hop rivalries. As the studio confrontation escalated, insiders say that the drama extended beyond just words. Family members were reportedly called in to intervene. Sources claim that Drake's father allegedly tried to calm him down, pleading, "Don't let this ruin what you've built." Cole's manager reportedly spoke to him privately, cautioning, "Remember what your fans love about you. They don't want drama, but they'll feel it if you let it get out of hand." Even with these interventions, Tensions reportedly remained high, with both artists leaving the studio abruptly, avoiding any direct eye contact. The staff described the atmosphere as tense, like a ticking time bomb, and many feared that the fallout would affect not just these two stars, but the entire music community around them. Fans watching from social media weren't just shocked, they were divided. Clips of the argument surfaced on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, and the comments section became a battleground. One fan wrote, "I can't believe Cole is being disrespected like this. Drake should know better." Another said, "Drake's been grinding nonstop. Cole needs to realize it's business, not personal." This kind of fan polarization only added fuel to the fire. According to insiders, both artists started noticing the online backlash, which allegedly made them even more defensive. The family was left divided, with close friends reporting that both sides were questioning loyalties and who could be trusted. The drama didn't stop at personal confrontations. Sources claim that an unexpected twist came when a mutual friend reportedly revealed confidential studio notes to the media. The notes supposedly contained sensitive information about unreleased tracks, collaborations, and private remarks made by both artists. The leak caused an immediate uproar, with record labels scrambling to control the narrative. One insider described it as the perfect storm: private disagreements, fan speculation, and industry pressure all colliding at once. The leak allegedly fueled more speculation that Drake and Cole were not just fighting professionally, but that there were personal betrayals involved. Something insiders say neither artist was prepared to handle publicly. Rumors started swirling that Cole had questioned Drake's loyalty in front of the label executives. Apparently, Cole allegedly asked, "Why am I the only one feeling blindsided here?" Drake's camp claims he simply responded professionally, but witnesses say the exchange was far from professional. Emotions ran high, voices were raised, and some reports even suggest that Drake stormed out of the meeting, slamming doors and leaving everyone stunned. The label, terrified of losing both artists, reportedly called emergency meetings to discuss damage control. While insiders hinted at possible contract complications and delays in upcoming releases, amid all this, family drama allegedly added another layer to the chaos. Sources claim that Drake's siblings were caught in the middle, some defending Drake while others sided with Cole. One insider said it was heartbreaking. You could see the disappointment in their eyes. And the tension was spilling into personal relationships that had nothing to do with music. Cole's family was reportedly reacting similarly, torn between supporting him and fearing the negative impact on his career. The emotional stakes were sky high, and according to multiple insiders, the personal conflicts were beginning to affect their professional decisions. And just when everyone thought it couldn't get worse, an anonymous source claimed that an unexpected figure entered the scene. Former collaborator who allegedly had been keeping secrets about both artists' projects. This person supposedly leaked even more controversial information, hinting that Drake had made business moves behind Cole's back and that Cole had voiced frustrations that might have jeopardized Drake's public image. Fans are shocked by this revelation, and insiders say it completely changed the narrative, making it impossible to tell who was in the right or wrong. The story was now full of twists, betrayals, and emotional chaos, with every new piece of information creating more speculation than the last dot. The first part of this saga ended with both artists reportedly taking a break from social media, leaving fans to wonder what happened behind closed doors. Sources say Drake was seen in Toronto, isolating himself, while Cole was reportedly in New York, meeting privately with trusted advisors. Friends and family described the scene as silent but tense, a calm before a storm that nobody could predict. And while the world waited for an official statement, insiders hinted that the drama was far from over. The leaks, the arguments, and the family tensions had already set the stage for something much bigger, something that could change the course of both artists' careers forever. What started as a seemingly minor disagreement in a studio quickly spiraled into a full-blown crisis. The stage was set for betrayal, unexpected confrontations, and revelations that fans would not believe unless they saw them. And insiders are hinting that in part 2, the story is about to explode even further, involving more shocking betrayals, secret meetings, and confrontations that nobody saw coming. Fans are bracing themselves. Emotions are still raw. And the industry is watching closely because Drake and Cole's fall might just be beginning. As the dust settled from the Toronto studio incident, insiders say the drama spread like wildfire through the industry. Word on the street was that Cole had secretly flown to Atlanta to meet with some producers and collaborators who allegedly had grievances about Drake's recent business maneuvers. Sources claim the meeting was tense, with Cole reportedly saying, "I need to know who's really playing fair here because this isn't just about music anymore." The room reportedly fell silent after his statement, with some attendees glancing at each other nervously, unsure how much to reveal. Emotions ran high, and the insiders who were present described the atmosphere as explosive and on the verge of blowing up. Meanwhile, Drake allegedly called a few close friends to discuss his side of the story. One source claimed Drake was visibly frustrated, pacing in his penthouse in Toronto, muttering, "Everyone thinks Cole is right, but nobody sees the work I put in, the sacrifices I make." Friends reportedly tried to calm him down, warning that social media was already creating a narrative that could ruin both of them. According to insiders, Drake was adamant that he had done nothing wrong and that any public statements by Cole were misinterpreted. But the tension between the two camps was already irreversible. Rumors began to swirl that the feud wasn't just personal or professional, it was now spilling into finances and potential collaborations. Sources hinted that some unreleased tracks between Drake and Cole were being held back because of disagreements over royalties and ownership rights. One insider said they were supposed to drop something together, but now it's like no one knows who owns what. The trust is shattered, and everyone is waiting to see who cracks first. Fans are shocked, and the speculation online only grew wilder, with hashtags trending and debates flaring between supporters of each artist. Friends and family were reportedly caught in an impossible position. Drake's brother allegedly texted Cole, asking him to calm down and avoid making public statements, while Cole's manager reportedly tried to reach Drake privately to de-escalate the tension. Insiders say both sides refused to meet directly, and the silence only intensified rumors. Sources claim that some of Drake's closest collaborators were already reconsidering their loyalty. Worried that choosing sides could affect their careers, emotions ran high, the family was left divided, and trust in their inner circles was eroding fast. Then, according to multiple sources, an unexpected confrontation happened at a private industry event in New York. Cole reportedly showed up to a listening party where Drake was expected to premiere a new single. Witnesses say Cole entered the room quietly, but the moment Drake saw him, the energy shifted. According to insiders, Cole allegedly said under his breath, "We need to finish what we started." Drake's response was reportedly icy. "Some things can't be fixed with words anymore." The tension escalated, with several onlookers describing the scene as uncomfortable and nerve-wracking. Unsure if a verbal fight might turn physical, social media caught wind of the event almost immediately. A leaked clip allegedly showed Cole rolling his eyes and muttering something about loyalty being a rare commodity these days. Drake was seen shaking his head, walking away and allegedly muttering, "You don't get it, and you never will." Fans immediately blew up online, creating fan theories, memes, and heated debates that made headlines in entertainment news. Insiders said the confrontation confirmed what everyone was already suspecting. This feud had reached a level that could permanently damage both their reputations. Then came a twist nobody expected. Sources revealed that a mutual collaborator, previously considered neutral, allegedly leaked private messages between Drake and Cole to the media. The messages allegedly included threats, accusations, and personal grievances, some of which reportedly involved family matters. Insiders claimed that Cole had written, "I can't trust anyone in your circle," while Drake allegedly responded, "Maybe it's time we see who really matters." Fans are shocked by the personal nature of these revelations, and insiders say the leak threw both camps into panic mode. The drama was no longer contained to the music industry, was spilling into every corner of their lives. Additionally, according to insiders, the feud started affecting Drake's business partnerships. A luxury brand that had been negotiating a major deal with him reportedly delayed the contract, citing the public perception of the feud. Sources claim that Cole's brand endorsements were also impacted. With executives concerned about being associated with a controversy of this magnitude, friends reportedly warned both artists that if the tension continued, it could cost them millions and irreparable public image damage. Emotions ran high, and the pressure reportedly caused both Drake and Cole to retreat further into their inner circles. Avoiding interviews and public appearances, the drama reportedly escalated even further when a supposed mutual friend allegedly leaked that Cole had been working on a track dissing Drake, while Drake was allegedly planning a subtle response on his album. Insiders claimed that the industry was buzzing with anticipation, and fans began dissecting every lyric for hidden messages. According to sources, producers were caught in the middle, unsure whether to finish tracks, fearing they might fuel the feud further. The tension reportedly reached a point where even minor disagreements in the studio could spark major arguments, leaving collaborators constantly walking on eggshells. Family involvement reportedly became even more complicated. Insiders said that Drake's father allegedly confronted Cole privately, warning him about the potential fallout, while Cole's siblings reportedly met to discuss whether they should intervene. Friends described the scenes as heartbreaking and draining, with emotions running higher than ever. Insiders claimed that some family members were forced to pick sides, while others tried desperately to remain neutral, only to be pulled into the drama despite themselves. The personal stakes were higher than ever, and insiders hinted that these private conflicts might have consequences even bigger than the public feud. And when it seemed like the story couldn't get any more tangled, sources revealed a shocking revelation. A former industry insider allegedly came forward claiming that both artists had been aware of certain leaks and tensions for months, but had hidden them from the public. According to this source, the planning and secrecy behind the scenes had created a pressure cooker, which finally exploded in Toronto and New York. Insiders say the revelation stunned both fans and industry professionals, who suddenly realized that what they had witnessed publicly was only the tip of the iceberg. Emotions ran high, fans are shocked, and the industry started questioning loyalty, transparency, and even the future of hip-hop collaborations. The saga reportedly continued to spiral as new leaks, private confrontations, and industry reactions emerged. Insiders claim that a mutual business associate allegedly called both camps, trying to mediate, but was met with hostility from both sides. One source described the conversation as one of the most tense calls I've ever heard, with voices trembling and words clipped, each side unwilling to concede an inch. The friend reportedly walked away frustrated, saying this isn't just about music anymore. It's personal, it's business, and it's destroying relationships. Fans began speculating that the feud could continue indefinitely, with no resolution in sight by the end of this stretch. Insiders reported that both Drake and Cole were isolating themselves completely, avoiding media, social events, and even casual public interactions. According to sources, friends and family worried about the mental and emotional toll, far with some fearing that this conflict could have long-lasting consequences. The leaks, confrontations, and family divisions created a sense of inevitability, as if the industry was watching two giants slowly crumble under pressure. Rumors suggested that any attempt at reconciliation would require extraordinary effort, given the layers of betrayal, secrecy, and unresolved grievances that had accumulated. The tension, however, was far from over. Insiders hinted at upcoming confrontations, secret meetings, and new leaks that could further escalate the situation. Fans remained glued to social media, dissecting every interaction, every post, every lyric for hidden meanings. Emotions ran high, trust was shattered. And the industry was collectively holding its breath, waiting to see what would happen next. And insiders made it clear, the fallout was far from finished. And the next wave of revelations would be even more shocking than what had already been exposed. As the feud intensified, insiders reported a shocking turn of events that nobody saw coming. Sources claim that Drake allegedly decided to confront the issue head-on by organizing a secret meeting in Miami, inviting only a few trusted friends and collaborators. According to sources, the room was tense the moment Cole arrived, with both artists exchanging cold nods. Drake reportedly started the conversation saying, "We can either keep letting this spiral out of control or we deal with it now." Cole allegedly replied, "I'm done playing games. If we're talking, it has to be real." The atmosphere reportedly crackled with unspoken tension, and several witnesses said you could hear the strain in their voices. Friends who were present described the conversation as explosive yet oddly controlled, with accusations surfacing about business deals, trust, and even past personal betrayals. Cole allegedly confronted Drake about a rumored collaboration that had been quietly canceled, saying, "Why would you pull that from me without a word? We were supposed to be building together." Drake reportedly leaned back and replied, "I didn't cancel anything to hurt you. It's complicated and you know it." Insiders said that even though the conversation remained civil on the surface, the undercurrent of anger was unmistakable. Emotions ran high, fans are shocked, and insiders described the scene as two legends holding back from going too far. But barely. Just when it seemed the tension might ease, an unexpected revelation allegedly surfaced. One source claimed that a former producer who had worked with both artists stepped forward with information that could further damage reputations. The producer reportedly said that Cole had been privy to a financial deal Drake was negotiating but allegedly failed to disclose a conflict of interest. According to insiders, this revelation caused Cole to visibly tighten his jaw, muttering under his breath, "So this is what we're really doing." Drake allegedly looked away, nodding slowly but saying nothing. The room reportedly fell silent, with the friends present feeling the weight of the unspoken. Accusations. Social media immediately caught wind of the meeting through an anonymous post that went viral. Fans began speculating wildly, claiming that Cole and Drake were on the brink of a public meltdown. Memes, debates, and theories flooded Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, with each new rumor sparking thousands of comments. Insiders say that both artists were acutely aware of the online frenzy, reportedly checking feeds in real time, which only heightened emotions. One insider said, "Every notification seemed like a dagger, every comment a judgment. It was like living in a pressure cooker." Then came an alleged confrontation that insiders describe as the most dramatic moment yet. Sources claim that during a private recording session, Cole allegedly overheard Drake talking to a producer about unreleased tracks, commenting, "This might be my chance to outshine Cole." Cole reportedly confronted Drake immediately, saying, "Are you really thinking about this while we're supposed to be friends?" Drake allegedly responded, "It's just business. Nothing personal." Witnesses reportedly said the exchange was tense, with both artists' voices rising, and for a brief moment, it seemed like the argument might turn physical. Family involvement reportedly intensified during this period. Insiders claim that Drake's mother allegedly reached out to Cole, pleading for him to de-escalate the situation, while Cole's siblings allegedly pressured him to take a firmer stance. Friends of both artists reportedly described the family dynamics as painful and confusing, with emotions running higher than ever. Insiders say that some relatives were even taking sides, leading to private feuds within the families themselves. Fans are shocked, insiders say, and the fallout was now spilling far beyond the music industry, as if the drama wasn't enough. Sources allege that a surprise leak of unreleased tracks sparked an even bigger fire. Insiders claim that one track supposedly had lyrics that many interpreted as a diss aimed directly at Cole. while another track allegedly had lines that seemed to reference Drake's frustrations. The timing of the leak reportedly suggested that someone in their inner circle was manipulating the situation. According to insiders, both camps were furious, and the tension reportedly reached a boiling point, with friends describing the atmosphere as electric, volatile, and heartbreaking. In addition, insiders claimed that brand partnerships were now starting to take a hit. One source said that Cole's management allegedly reached out to brands, warning them of potential backlash if they continued campaigns involving both artists. Drake's team reportedly responded with frustration, feeling that Cole was overreacting. Emotions ran high, fans are shocked, and insiders say that some executives were reportedly panicking, unsure how to handle two of the biggest names in rap being embroiled in a feud of this magnitude. Rumors also emerged that a mutual friend had secretly recorded conversations between Drake and Cole, allegedly revealing private grievances and accusations. Insiders claim that these recordings suggested both artists had been holding back anger for months. And the Toronto studio incident was just the tipping point. Friends reportedly said that listening to the recordings was painful and shocking, highlighting how deep the mistrust had become. Fans are shocked, insiders say, and the situation was now considered too tangled for an easy resolution. Then came the alleged twist nobody saw coming. According to multiple insiders, Drake reportedly invited Cole to a high-profile industry dinner, claiming he wanted to clear the air. Cole allegedly showed up reluctantly, warning friends, "I don't trust this, but I need to face it." Sources claim that during the dinner, the conversation was tense, with subtle digs exchanged and past grievances resurfacing. One insider said it was like watching two titans play chess with their emotions. Every word calculated, every glance loaded, emotions ran high, fans are shocked, and the scene reportedly left everyone at the table uneasy, unsure whether reconciliation was possible. Additionally, insiders claim that the drama began affecting upcoming tour plans. Reportedly, both artists had scheduled a few surprise appearances and collaborative performances. But uncertainty over their personal conflicts allegedly led to cancellations. One source said venues were being left in the dark. Fans were upset and managers were scrambling to adjust schedules. Friends reportedly described the impact as a ripple effect, where every decision became complicated by the feud. Insiders also hinted that there were financial implications, with millions potentially lost due to delays and cancellations. Family reportedly remained deeply involved during this period. Insiders claim that Cole's siblings tried to mediate, while Drake's mother allegedly made emotional pleas over the phone, warning that the feud could permanently damage reputations and relationships. Emotions ran high, fans are shocked, and insiders said that the personal stakes were now as high as the professional ones. With both artists feeling pressure from all sides, the atmosphere reportedly remained tense, with neither willing to fully apologize or admit fault, making the situation even more complicated as the saga continued. Insiders alleged that a surprise revelation rocked both camps. A former collaborator reportedly claimed that both Drake and Cole had knowledge of a marketing stunt gone wrong, which may have been interpreted as betrayal. Friends reportedly described the moment as jaw-dropping, with both artists reacting in disbelief. Insiders say the revelation further eroded trust, and according to sources, emotions reached unprecedented levels, leaving everyone involved questioning loyalties and intentions. Fans are shocked, insiders said, and speculation ran wild about what might happen next. Finally, insiders claim that both artists retreated into isolation after the dinner, avoiding media, interviews, and even casual public appearances. Friends reportedly expressed concern about the mental and emotional toll, describing it as exhausting and heartbreaking. Insiders said that the drama had now created a situation where any interaction could ignite another conflict, leaving the industry, fans, and families on edge. Emotions ran high, fans are shocked, and insiders hinted that more shocking developments were imminent. The story now sets the stage for an even more explosive chapter, with insider whispers of new confrontations, potential betrayals, and revelations that could change the narrative entirely. Fans are bracing themselves, emotions are raw, and insiders claim that the next wave of events could redefine how Drake and Cole are seen in the industry, both as artists and as public figures. The tension is far from over, and the saga is building toward a climax that nobody wants to miss. As the months went by, insiders claimed that the tension between Drake and Cole had reached an almost unbearable level. Sources reported that both artists were reportedly holed up in separate studios, working furiously on solo projects while keeping an eye on each other's every move. According to insiders, every new release, social media post, and public appearance was analyzed for hidden messages or potential disses. Emotions ran high, fans are shocked. And insiders described the atmosphere in the industry as tense, competitive, and borderline toxic. Then came an alleged twist that nobody saw coming. Sources claimed that a well-known producer, previously thought to be loyal to Drake, secretly reached out to Cole with unreleased tracks and snippets. According to insiders, Cole was stunned by the gesture, unsure if it was genuine or a trap. Allegedly, he responded cautiously, "I don't know what to do with this. I can't trust anyone right now." The producer allegedly reassured him, saying, "I'm just trying to give you a fair shot. It's up to you what you do with it." Insiders said that this moved further, complicated loyalties, and created an air of suspicion in both camps. Friends of both artists reportedly revealed that the feud was beginning to take a personal toll. Cole was allegedly seen canceling appearances, skipping events, and avoiding social media, reportedly saying, "I can't deal with the noise anymore. I can't deal with the noise anymore." Drake, on the other hand, allegedly became more guarded, limiting access to his team and reportedly expressing frustration in private, saying, "Everyone's turning against me, even the people I thought I could trust." Insiders claimed that both artists were struggling to navigate the delicate balance between personal grievances and professional obligations, with emotions running dangerously high. Then came a shocking leak that insiders described as the moment everything changed. Reportedly, a partial recording of a heated phone call between Drake and Cole surfaced online. According to sources, the recording included accusations of betrayal, questions about loyalty, and references to business dealings gone wrong. Fans are shocked, insiders said, and the leak immediately went viral, sparking a frenzy of speculation and debate. Insiders claim that the recording left both camps scrambling to control the narrative. But the damage was already done. Meanwhile, family involvement reportedly intensified. Insiders said that Cole's siblings and Drake's mother allegedly held separate meetings with the artists, attempting to mediate and prevent further escalation. According to sources, emotions ran high, with both families reportedly arguing over who was right and who was wrong. Friends reportedly described the meetings as emotional roller coasters, with tears, shouting, and moments of quiet reflection. Fans are shocked, insiders said. And the family divisions reportedly deepened the rift between Drake and Cole even further as the feud escalated. Insiders claimed that industry alliances began to shift. Reportedly, producers and collaborators who had previously worked with both artists allegedly started taking sides, either publicly or behind the scenes. One source said suddenly everyone had to pick a side, and loyalties that seemed unbreakable were shattered, according to insiders. This shift led to further complications in ongoing projects, with delays, cancellations, and new disputes emerging almost daily. Emotions ran high. Fans are shocked, and insiders describe the industry as on edge, waiting for the next spark. Then came another alleged confrontation that reportedly left everyone stunned. Insiders claim that during a private session in Los Angeles, Cole allegedly confronted Drake over a rumored leak of lyrics that seemed to mock him. According to sources, Cole said, "How could you let that happen? I trusted you." Drake allegedly replied, "I didn't leak anything. If anything, someone is trying to pit us against each other. Friends reportedly described the scene as tense, with every word weighted and dangerous, leaving the room full of collaborators unsure how to react. Emotions ran high, fans are shocked, and insiders claimed that the confrontation ended without resolution, leaving both artists even more isolated. Rumors also began to circulate about potential alliances forming. Insiders claimed that a few rising artists were allegedly caught in the middle, being asked to collaborate with either Drake or Cole. Reportedly, some accepted while others refused, citing fear of being dragged into the feud. Friends reportedly described these interactions as delicate negotiations. With careers potentially hanging in the balance, emotions ran high. Fans are shocked. And insiders said that the web of alliances and betrayals was growing increasingly complex. Then came a development that reportedly shocked even longtime insiders. According to sources, Cole allegedly discovered that one of Drake's closest collaborators had been feeding information to the media, exacerbating tensions and fueling rumors. Reportedly, Cole confronted the collaborator directly, asking, "Why would you do this? Are you trying to ruin everything?" The collaborator allegedly responded defensively, "I'm just reporting the truth as I see it." Insiders claim that this confrontation further strained relationships, leaving both camps distrustful and anxious. Emotions ran high. Fans are shocked. And insiders said that trust in the inner circle was nearly non-existent. Social media continued to amplify the drama. Insiders reported that every post, story, or hint from either artist sparked waves of speculation, memes, and debate. Fans were dissecting every lyric, every glance, and every word, looking for hidden messages or signs of reconciliation. Insiders claimed that the pressure from online scrutiny was weighing heavily